For 7 years, the trustees of Lartington Hall have pondered over what to do with it. Various schemes, including an art centre and youth adventure hostel, have been considered. Then the secretary of the Teesdale Buildings Preservation Trust, Robin Rackham, came up with the most obvious idea of all. Why not turn it back into a family home? And that's how this airline pilot, married with 3 children, became the new owner of a house dating back more than 300 years. So began the biggest spring clean of all.
Well, I suppose the real problem is the fact this was a house in its heyday that was run with a staff of 35 servants, you know, and of course those days have gone forever. So we've had to really have a look at it in terms of the use for a modern day family. Initially, the main problems was the fabric of the house. It had been empty for 6 years, and there'd been a lot of damage, particularly last winter from the snows. And I had to get on it immediately to stop any further water coming in and just make the place dry. And I picked the worst time of the year, which was Boxing Day, right after Christmas. It's gone very well, and as you will see when I show you around the house, you can see how well things have started to move for us. Now this section here, which as you can see, has had a certain amount of damage to it, but we've managed to get it under control now. This was built by Thomas Witham in about 1861, and it is basically consists of a ballroom and this formal entrance here. When we first came up, this section of the roof had collapsed due to the weight of the snow last winter, and we had to wait a while before we could carry out repairs, but we've renewed the roof troughs and it's been reslated now. And we've made this section of the house basically dry and waterproof while we're getting on with our living quarters, and we will treat this as a future project in years to come, in months to come rather, maybe later this summer. It's a tremendous burden to anybody to try and maintain the fabric of a place like this.
So why have you taken it on?
Well, because I really felt it had to be saved, and after I had a look at it, I was convinced that a lot of this damage is superficial. Structurally, the building is very sound. It's replastering and redecoration, and in some of the redecoration is perfectly all right, like this ceiling up here. It's beautiful, and I think within the limits of our budget, and we have budgeted a certain sum of money, I think we can get it back to you know, a viable state. It will never be back to the glory of the 20s and the 30s that it was before. And as you can see, this is a very fine staircase. It's all cantilevered into the wall, and it's really one of the marvelous features of the house. Plus, of course, our very elegant stained glass window.
You can get some feeling from this room of what the place is going to be like when it's all finished.
Yes, I think so. This is the sort of standard we want to get the whole place to, you know, but we've had to get our priorities right and concentrate in certain aspects of the hall. And, you know, mainly our accommodation rooms and this particular stairwell.
And you're buying what must be some of the most magnificent views in the whole county.
Oh, yes. I mean, really, our front garden, we only own the land up to the railing, but all the land which is still owned by the estate goes right down to Barnard Castle. I mean, we have a front garden that goes right down to Barnard Castle, and if you look out the window, you can see the Bowes Museum on the skyline. It really is a most exquisite house. I couldn't think of anywhere else I'd want to live in Teesdale.
Do you feel like the lord of the manor?
No, I don't, no. I just feel like someone who's been very lucky.